breaking news, man. It's Keep It P podcast. We got it going down. It says authorities respond to a little blop, blop, blop that's already in progress. Molly, can you break it down for us? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, Molly. IT, can you fix Molly volume?
We're at a mall north of Dallas. Reports began coming in around 5:30, right before we came on the air. While we don't know the extent of what's going on, we are told the ATF is investigating an active shooter at the Allen Prime Outlets that is just north of Dallas. What you are watching, this is a live feed from the scene. We've seen in the past few minutes people walking out with their hands up, presumably to indicate to authorities outside they are not a threat. Frank, I want to bring you back in here. You and I have sat here many times with as little information as we have now and watched a scene like this unfold. The first questions that run through your mind as an intelligence officer?
Was it a white dude? That's my first question. That's first off. Then the second question, what was he so mad over? The girl he didn't get, or black people taking over, or was he just expounding some of that anti-Asian and anti-Mexican hate that they always do, but we always get blamed for? Is there more?
So first, we all know this, it's early, and we don't know all the facts yet, but I will tell you a few things. First, too early to report what we're hearing on police scanners, but officers are talking to each other. What I'm hearing is it's very much active, and it could be bad, Alicia, so we just need to let this play out. And
I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me, but excuse me. I don't know if y'all caught that, but he's like, we don't know what it is. We don't know what's going on. But it could be bad. That's right. It could be bad. Terrible. Ooh. Come on, man. They just love with the fear tactics. Hold on. Of course, they couldn't look light at the situation. It couldn't be like okay or something like that. And he's like, it will be bad. Hold on.
And get the facts nailed down. But it's Texas. What's the significance of that? Last September 1st, Texas implemented a new law saying you don't need a permit, you don't need a license, you don't need training to purchase and carry a gun. That has put a lot more guns on the streets throughout Texas. Even the biggest law enforcement organizations in Texas came out vocally against the governor and the state legislature and said, we don't like this new law. We don't like more guns on the street. It makes the communities less safe. It makes the job of policing less safe. So that's the environment we're in. And
the news lies so much. If everybody could potentially have a gun, that stops a lot of trash. Excuse me. That stops a lot of trash. He's lying about that. But you know how they want to paint the narrative. It's funny how they got, all of this sidebar stuff that has nothing to do with the active ooter at the mall.
We've been reporting, of course, on all kinds of things that are triggering people toward violence. People pulling in the wrong driveway, getting in the wrong car, knocking on the wrong door. So in this...
Hold on. Who's doing that, though? It's nothing but white people doing that, though, brother. Hold on. And then you notice he tried to put in there, knocking on the wrong door. Hold on.
Knocking on the wrong door. So toward violence, people pulling in the wrong driveway, getting in the wrong car, knocking on the wrong door.
Those, that's all stuff that black people didn't been killed for, by the way.
So in this environment, something could have just sent somebody off in a parking lot inside a store.
Somebody? White people, you mean?
Or we don't know if it was targeted, random, very early. The only thing we do know is that we're experiencing a spike in the number of casualties. The FBI
a spike in the number of white people doing what white people do. But y'all ain't trying to curtail or any of that. Y'all know what's going on. If y'all wanted to stop it, you would stop it, just like you stop everything else. This is just not a concern for you. Okay.
Report on active shooters just out within the last couple of weeks, Alicia says these things are getting more deadly. There's more body count every time we have an active shooter.
Frank,
And I wonder why, John. John, and I wonder why. Do you know why, John?
other sliver of information, we have the ATF being called in. What does that tell you?
That tell you it's a white boy with a whole bunch of ammo.
So
now let's hear him explain it.
It's interesting. It's all hands on deck when you have these kinds of things going on. But ATF particularly is charged with the task of figuring out the role of the gun here. So it might mean that a gun has already been found or taken off an offender, in which case they're going to immediately start trying to track and trace that gun. Was it acquired lawfully? Do they have the identity of the person?
Who was the person working with? Oh, was he a lone wolf? Did he have mental illness? Watch him say.
Reported stolen. And
was it reported stolen?
There's kind of a myth out there amongst most people, understandably, that there's some magic database where ATF can take that serial number on the gun, punch it in, and lo and behold, come up immediately with, whose gun it is.
Yeah, you can do that. Stop playing. If you want to sentence little Leroy with a strap, I bet you can tell who's it stole from, around what time. Oh, this happened during the Robinson break-in back in 2013 in West Covina. Because shut up. Y'all know all that. You're trying to play dumb.
That just doesn't work that way. You know why? Because there's no such database.
Is that also could be why y'all let crazy cat shit white criminals buy guns without no background check and all that? Because it ain't no database. But I bet you it is when Leroy go get the gun.
Because we don't require all of our gun purchases to be entered in a central government database.
Also, now that's what
if your child has diabetes, you'll love
how with. Oh, we need all guns registered in the central government database. So then at what point? Then the government knows that you got it. Now they're going to try to come take it, and they ain't finna do that. And the ones that they're going to try to take it from ain't going to be the white people. It's going to be laws, man. Since black people are so inherently violent, with all this stuff going on and all this stuff that, we show you guys, but we don't talk about what we're doing. We're going to have to take guns from you guys. Man, please. Man, please. If y'all don't understand what propaganda does, Professor Black Truth has laid out for quite. I'm sorry, Jason Black. If y'all don't know who the Black Authority is, you need to go find out. But TBA, he been outlining the steps to Nazi Germany, and first they speak against you at home, then they start to speak against you in public. Then the media apparatuses start speaking against you. And that's the final step that's needed so that they can start wholesale slaughter of our people, man. And you know what's funny? But it's a whole different episode. But if this so-called happened to them people, then why is it that them people is doing it to us? Is it maybe because perhaps them people know that we them people that they want to be? That's something for you to bite on and chew right there. I'm not all extra religious and all of that, but some things just kind of jump out at you if you're paying attention. I mean, it's like, hold up, not you think to yourself long and hard. You be like, didn't that happen to y'all? So-called when there was this thing that y'all want nobody to never forget and always got to bring up and all so sensitive about this one thing. And then y'all get out of that and get in control of this thing. And with this thing, y'all perpetuate and go through the same things and do the same things to us as a people that was supposedly done to y'all. Ain't nobody drawn that conclusion yet. Is it just me? If you know, you know. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'm emoji folding and scold you about being on code. And I got 4 words for you. It's love. It is peace. It is blessings. And it's Maloa. And I'm out the door for sure.